Okay, we're going to start with aircraft, which is actually where I started in my career. I used to work for an insurance broker. I used to work for Willis, as you know, in town, and then I went to London and I worked for a company called Aon, who now sponsor Manchester United, as you probably noticed, if you're a football fan. I used to work in aviation insurance, and so I know that aircraft just don't fall out of the sky. Okay, I mean, I'm petrified of flying, even though I know all these facts. Aircraft don't fall out of the sky. The odds of being killed in a flight, I thought we started at a high point, with one of the top 25 airlines with the best accident rate. Anybody want to guess one in? Any guesses? No? Okay, right. 1 in 9.2 million. So that's a pretty good rate. Some people say that actually aircraft are as dependable as toasters. They just don't break down. There is no one, they just don't fall out of the sky. The reason that actually when plane crashes do occur is because of an accumulation of minor events. And this actually is the same for a lot of industrial accidents as well. You look at Japan and what's going on there at the moment in the nuclear power plant, that it's not just necessarily one event. Okay, there's a cause, but then there's certain things that go on and on and on. And it's the same thing with aircraft. Actually, the typical aircraft crash involves 7 consecutive human errors, not separate ones, but consecutive ones, one after the other. That if one of them doesn't occur, then the plane doesn't fall out of the sky. 7 human errors, and those 7 errors are rarely ones of skill or knowledge. So it's not the fact that the pilot doesn't know what he's doing. It's not the fact that he's never, flown a plane before, because it's just not. It just doesn't happen. The errors of communication. The safest thing for a pilot to do in an aircraft is not actually to fly a plane. That's the safest option is to have the pilot actually standing in the cockpit and controlling everybody in the plane. Planes are not designed, certainly airlines are not designed to be flown by one person. The cockpit is designed to be manned by at least 2 people. And the safest thing for a pilot to do is to stand there and to actually control the cockpit, to control the communication in the cockpit. And perhaps this is the same for many businesses. They don't fail for one reason alone. A lot of businesses don't fail because the product is just simply terrible and nobody ever wants the product. I think they fail because they can't communicate the benefits of their product or service. So we're going to start with point 1, is that communication is vital, regardless of the industry that you're in.